Hey, it's Valerie. How are you going? I dropped off my youngest today, and as she left me, she said, Mom, I'm going to try really, really hard today. This was for a study date she was having with some friends of hers. And I kind of screwed up my face. And then she said, okay, I'm not going to try hard today. And then she says, Mom, I'm going to try my best to be divergent today. The reason why she said this is because we've been having conversations about how to get out of a rat race that happens in your mind, right? When you have people around you who keep referencing success as being grades or outcomes or doing the right subjects. You know, in my line of work, I see that burnout really comes from a kind of thinking that I call linear thinking. Linear thinking is actually really circular thinking. Let me unpack that for you. Linear thinking is believing that if you do the right set of subjects that get you into the right kind of course, that in the right kind of school, so that you can buy the right kind of house in the right kind of suburb and have the right kind of job, that sort of linear thinking is not growth related. In fact, you're just going to go around and around in circles because the only vision you will have for yourself is a set of outcomes that you reference based on what other people have or do not have, and then make your decisions that way. And when you have that kind of thinking, all you're going to be doing is just going to be going around and around in circles. There's no clarity, there's no vision, there's no purpose, there's no what we call grit or growth mindset. So as we were chatting about this last night over dinner, one of the things that I'm constantly saying is you got to fail, you have to make mistakes. Last night our conversation went a little bit deeper, and what I said was you've got to have divergent thinking and you've got to have diversified outcomes and relationships. And what I was trying to say is that the whole point of learning and growing is to find things that you don't know, is to experiment with things that put you out of your comfort zone, to explore avenues that you've never been down before, because when you do, you discover not just things about yourself, you discover people, you discover solutions, you discover new problems that you never knew existed, you discover grit and growth and passion and purpose. And so my conversation with my daughter last night was about, I want you to head for divergence, seek alternate paths, be counterculture, be different in the choices that you make, and don't look for an outcome because success cannot be predicted based on outcome. A mark or a figure or a number today means nothing tomorrow, or in reference to effort or what you've done. Well, it does reference effort, but it doesn't reference your growth, because, you know, a 52% today in reference to where you were a year ago is very different. It doesn't mean success. It's not the outcome, it's the process, it's the journey, and it's the growth. It's about how diversified we get in our thinking, how creative we can be, how out of the box we can be, how resourceful we can be, how practical we can be, how resilient we can be. So how divergent have you been lately, or are you in a kind of mental rat race? I'll catch you later.